Hi guys, it's Darlene from Chalk Couture. I haven't done a tutorial in a few days, probably several days, and I've been wanting to do these cute little tags. So this is cut out cardstock. This is like a thick cardstock that is the brown paper bag color. And I thought they're really cute. They would be cute gift tags. So we have our Winter Wonderland little houses here. They're all put onto the extra backer sheets. I just have them put on there. We're only going to need the houses, and we'll need the little wreath and the bow. So the rest of it, we don't need the tree or the saying. So we're just going to work with our pieces we need, and I have all my chalk paste here already. So our silkscreen transfers are reusable, and you will be able to use them 8 to 12 times. If you take really good care of them, you'll be able to use them longer. That's just how it has been for me. So we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to do 2 of each one. So when you are using your transfers on cardstock, you're going to want to make sure it's fuzzed really well. And I have all of my chalk paste already stirred up. It is the consistency of sour cream or yogurt. And this is called grage. So basically beige with gray. So grage. We're going to do our small little house. I'm going to find the right one off here, and I'll find the roof also. Let's see. This is I think this is the one. Okay, it's going to fit right on here. And there's going to be a little bit of excess on the side so that there is like a little border. So I'm going to get it centered on here. Going to press it down. And I've used this a lot. It's not super sticky, so I am not going to fuzz it. I am simply going to stick it down. I'm going to use it on both. And we'll just see how we'll do. We'll see if we can do this and get them lined up nicely. I put some of my chalk paste on here, and then I'm going to take a mini squeegee. And that one has a little bit of stuff on it. Just getting it cleaned off. Gonna scrape to the side here, spread and scrape at the same time. So I'm just getting all of my chalk paste spread on this cute little house, and put the excess back into my jar. Going to scrape that off. And let's see, we'll just set that right there. I'm gonna go ahead and peel this one, and then I'm going to put on my next one. And you see there is a border around it. So that's on purpose. It makes it easier, and it makes it kind of cute. So we're just gonna go ahead and line this one up, trying to get it the first time so that we don't have any of our chalk paste go onto the wrong area. Doesn't have to be perfect. Gonna press out all of our air bubbles there. Take some of our chalk paste here, and we're gonna put it onto our surface and then just start spreading. So these are gonna be really cute for Christmas gifts. You could flip it over and you can put to and from on the back. Super duper cute. Okay, you want to make sure you work quickly, and we are going to scrape off the excess, and then we're going to pull this transfer. Set my squeegee to the side. You're always going to pull top to bottom or side to side. Okay, and that one is a little off, but I am not concerned. These are gift tags. No one is going to care. This is going to go into my water bath. A water bath is simply a container of water that you have waiting for your transfers, so the chalk paste doesn't dry on it. We're going to go ahead and we're going to do 2 more, and then we'll go back and we'll do the roofs. So I'm going to use our shimmer red and just see how that looks. That's a fun color. I'm going to go ahead and get my house for that. That is this one right here. So it says on the corner, it tells you which one it is, A, B, C, D, E. And then you can match the roof up to the right one. So this one is D. I'm going to go ahead and I am going to get this centered on here. Get all my little air bubbles out. And put my chalk paste down. So the shimmer, sometimes you have to press a little bit harder to get it through the screen because it has the shimmer in it is a little bit thicker than your normal chalk paste, and you just want to make sure you get it down through there. And then I'm going to scrape off the excess. I'm going to put that back into my jar. We'll use that on our next one. I'm going to peel my transfer. That's pretty. I like that. I like the shimmer. Very Christmassy. Yay. Okay, I'm going to get my next one down. I'm going to try to get it a little bit better than that so it's a little bit more lined up. Like I say, these are for little gifts and they're handmade and they do not have to be perfect. So I'm not going to sell these. I'm going to put these on my Christmas gifts. So I'm going to go ahead and take my little squeegee, pressing this through the transfer. Love these transfers. Chalk Couture has some amazing product. So I'm going to go ahead and scrape off my excess. You want to make sure that you work quickly so it doesn't dry on your screen. You want it to be on your project underneath. I'm going to go ahead and pull this. Okay, much better. Sometimes it's hard to get it perfect. It's okay if it's not. Don't worry. And we actually could go ahead and we could do the next two. Why don't we do, let's do the church. And then we'll do these two big ones last. So I'm going to put this into my water bath. Making sure that it's down under the water. And then I am going to use, we're going to use our shimmer gold. I am hoping this is going to show up. I think it will. Even though it's going to kind of blend in with this, the shimmer should show up really well. So we're going to get our piece. These are just backer sheets that I've put this onto. You can put these back onto their cutout ones, or you can use our refill backer sheets, whatever is easiest for you. I'm going to scooch that up just a little bit. Don't want to touch that till it's dry. And just trying to line this up. Okay. Feel it. Get all my air bubbles out. Okay. Gonna put my chalk paste down. This is one of our shimmers also. And I'm going to use my mini squeegee, just like before. Hopefully you can see. I don't know how far down my camera goes, but I'll show you. I'll make sure you see. I don't want to move it right now because I have it laid down perfectly. I'm going to scrape off the excess, put that back into my jar. Going to peel the transfer. Okay. I think it's going to show up just fine, especially once we get the roof on it. Now I could pull out copper and we could do the next one in copper. That would be really pretty. And I don't really have to wash this. I can just use the same thing. So let me get it lined up. Okay, let me try again. Let's see. Look here. And then I'm just going up. There we go. Okay, so let me pull out the copper and let's see how that's gonna look. that might, or silver. Silver would be really pretty. How about silver? Okay. I'm just gonna, I'll just stir it a little bit with my squeegee. We don't need a lot. This actually goes a lot further than you think. You end up putting a lot of it back into your jar. Okay, scraping it, putting it back into my jar so that we can use that again. I'm gonna peel my transfer. Okay, that's a much better, it shows up much better than the gold. So maybe we should go over this one. This is already dry. So let's go ahead and let's go over this one. Let's see if I can match it up. Possibly. Okay. All right, that looks close. I'm gonna go ahead and get my silver here. Excuse me. I have to get water. My throat gets really dry from talking. So I may end up grabbing a glass of water. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put that back into my jar. And then we'll peel this. I think the silver is a much better choice. Okay, perfect. Okay, now this is gonna go into my water bath to be cleaned. Okay, sorry, had to grab some water. So let me just dry this really quickly. I'm gonna use our heat gun. I'm gonna dry this. And I'm trying to be careful. They want to hop away. So I'm going to bend it back into shape. When the paper gets wet, it wants to kind of distort. You could take these afterwards and you could put them under a bunch of books. If you have encyclopedias, you could use that. If you have, I have a stack of wood, so that's what I'll use. All right, so let's go ahead and let's do these two first. So we want to get the roof pieces for those, and then we're going to do all of the little wreaths last. So the roof piece for this one is E. So these are marked to match up. So this is the cute little roof, and we're going to do that in, excuse me, in white. White should show up. This is kind of a gray. We'll see. If white doesn't show up, we'll grab another color. So you're just going to line it up with the top of the roof of the house. And these have been used many times. That's why I'm not fuzzing them. They are not super sticky anymore. Do not even have to fuzz them for this. I'm going to take my little mini squeegee and I'm going to spread this. So we're going to use this twice because we have two of each. And I just thought that it would be fun to just get two sets made, and then I am going to give one away. So oops, I'm going to need that. Let me grab that back. So if you share this video, you will be entered in our little contest to give them away. So this is just a little basic one, but as soon as I put the wreath on there, it's going to be super cute. I'm gonna match this up. So if you want to share this video, then we'll do that for a week. So give you guys time to do that. If you want to share the video, then I will draw someone's name and you will win this cute little set. How fun is that? And all you have to do is share my video. That's all. No big deal, not difficult. So I'm going to go ahead and get all the excess off because we're going to use that. And I need my little squeegee for later for the next one. I'm going to set this to the side and put this into my water bath. Okay, so let's do the little red ones next. That is, let's see here. That one is this one right here. So we're doing all of our roofs in white. So we're just going to match it up. We are just going to line this up right like this. So basically I am looking through here and I am getting the chimney lined up and the roof line. Gonna just make sure I get all my air bubbles out. Just put a little bit of my chalk paste. This is made specifically for our transfers. It works really well with them. It dries really quickly and it washes up really easily. So if you've made a mess, it's water soluble. You can get that right off. So don't worry, don't fret. I'm gonna go ahead and peel that off. Cute. I think I'll do the next one. I'll do the roof just a little bit lower. I'm gonna set this over here so I don't set it on top of the same thing. And see, a little bit went through the hole right there. So I'm just gonna go just a little bit lower and there we go. How about right there? I'm gonna press it so I get those air bubbles out. These would be a fun project for kids. It's actually not that difficult. They could sit down and make a bunch of these. One person could do all the bottoms of the houses. One person could do all the roofs. The next person could do the wreaths and the bows. That would be kind of fun. So we're just going to peel that off. Okay, so I noticed that this didn't go all the way. So I'm laying it back down and I'm going to fix that little area. Perfect. Okay, so there's our little roof for that one. Okay, so now we're going to do our churches. Going to get our roof for that. That's this one right here. Going to get my little, there's like a little circle where it went through the circle, so it was kind of in the way there. Gonna line this up. You can see down here, right where the little scallops are. And then I'm going to go a little bit up. So right in there, I'm going to do my white. So these remind me of gingerbread cookies, is what I was thinking when I, like frosted cookies. My husband's grandmother used to send us adorable cookies that she spent hours doing really fancy stuff on them. So when she was alive, and you didn't even want to eat the cookies because they were just gorgeous. It reminds me of that with the brown cardstock. I'm gonna go ahead and peel that off. And then we've got our church. So with the church, we're not going to add anything to it. It is done. So with the houses, we'll do little wreaths. And if I had better lighting, then I wouldn't have to put my head in the way. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and press so I don't get any air bubbles. I'm gonna wipe my fingers. Put a little bit of my chalk paste here and go ahead and start spreading. All right, we're almost there. We have 2 more houses, different types to do. Cute. And then we'll do all of the little wreaths on them. I'm gonna put this into my water bath. And you can do any color. So you could do a whole bunch of random colors. You just have to wash your transfer in between. I'm gonna move this stuff over here because I'm going to be moving these. All right, so let's move these guys. When we're ready to do the wreaths on them, then I'll bring them back and we'll do all of those. So what do we need here? This is the skinny one. So this goes with this. All right. I had 2 colors here that are really cool. So I wanted to use the Tide for this big house. I thought that color is actually really cool for Christmas. So that one is this one right here. It's the wide one. So I'm going to peel this off and I'm going to set that up there. We'll use that for the wreath and the bow. And I'm going to get this centered here. Okay. Do I have it straight or do I not? Okay. Sometimes it's hard to tell because you want to start at the bottom and then you want to go up just a little bit. You want to try to line these up the best that you can. And I think that's probably good. Okay. And get all my air bubbles out. Take some of my chalk paste. This is a new color, so this is Tide. It's nice and creamy. It's new. It hasn't sat out and got all those little lumpies in it. That happens when I'm at the craft shows and I leave my jars open the entire day. And I shouldn't do that. But when I'm demoing, I'm doing one right after another, but it starts getting little lumpies in it. I'm going to scrape that off. And then let's see what we have. This is a really cool color. Yay. I like that. Okay, it's a little crooked. Who cares? We're good. Not gonna stress. Life is too short, guys. I'm gonna try to get a little more straight. Just a little bit more straight. You can kind of feel it down here. That's about the only thing. I'm gonna try to get my air bubbles out before I start this. It's kind of spreading up. Not really wanting to stick my fingers down it. I'm already a mess. Nothing new about that. I wear my job. I always have something on me. When I used to sew, I always had thread on me. When I worked at the fabric store, I always had thread. When we painted every single day, when that was all that we did, I always had that on me. Now I have chalk paste on me a lot. And I try to just get it off. It's water soluble. There's a few colors that will stain. This is one of them that has a lot of pigment in it. So there's certain colors that will probably stain your fingers a little bit. Okay, that one's way off. That's okay. Not gonna stress. I'm gonna try to get the center a little bit better. Good enough. Okay, going into my water bath. Just adding a little more water because there's quite a few little pieces in there now. I'm gonna set this to the side. And then I have this gorgeous rose gold. This is what we got at convention. And it doesn't have a color on it. So we call it rose gold because it has rose and it has gold in it. So I'm going to take my transfer off of the backer sheet and I'm going to put it down on here. If your transfers are brand new, you're going to be fuzzing these so that they don't stick to your houses. My transfers, these have been used several times and they are not that sticky on the back. So I do not need to fuzz. And go ahead and put some of my chalk paste down there. Look at how creamy that is. This is going to be gorgeous. I think this is a good Christmas color. A lot of people decorate with these colors. So it's just kind of fun. It's different. Making sure I press a little bit harder because that the glimmer, it takes a little bit more effort to get it down through your transfer. I'm going to go ahead and put my excess back into my jar and pull my transfer. Gorgeous! A little sideways. I'm not going to stress. It's going to be fine. It's hard to see through these to match these up. So that is the trick, is that you know what, if you can do this, then more power to you. Not gonna worry, just gonna go ahead and get that down. My hands are already a mess. Get our chalk paste on there. Gonna spread this. Okay, we're getting there. All those cute little bricks. Okay, it's going back into my jar and then put my squeegee to the side. I'm gonna go ahead and peel. Mucho better. Well, at the bottom we're a little off. Okay, going into my water bath. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and dry these so that we can do the roofs. We want it to be dry enough so it doesn't pull up the chalk paste. Okay, I'm going to kind of bend it back into shape, because when it gets wet it wants to kind of go out of shape. Okay. There we go. Okay, I can put these under a book. They'll all flatten out. Okay, I'm going to take my little roofs and we're going to do the roofs. This goes on this cutie. And I can see down through here and I can just line that right up. Just gonna put it, go straight from the bottom and go up just a touch, just a tad. So I'm gonna line up with the house, even if I'm not lined up with the other part. I wanna make sure I'm lined up with my house. I'm gonna take my white chalk paste, doing all of these roofs like they have snow on them, basically. You can do whatever you want. You do not have to have them white. You can do your own colors. It's up to you. When you are the crafter, then you get to choose. Because we're all different, right? We all kind of have a different look on things. Cute. Very, very cute. All right, let's get the next one done. Gonna do the same thing. Gonna look through and then I'm gonna just lift it just a little bit. Gonna kind of press that down a little bit. Then I'm gonna put my chalk paste on there. This one's getting low, but you know what? There's still a lot of uses in it. I use the last drop of things. These jars last a long time. I use my chalk paste every day. So these jars last me months. Months and months. Some of them I've had since I first started a year ago. They are my original jars. If they're a color that I don't use a lot, and they're still good. If they're too thick, you just add a little bit of water. If you get it too thin, just let it sit out and let it dry a little bit. It will get thicker. Okay, so there's that one. I'm gonna set that over here. Gonna put this in my water bath. Okay, we have 2 more roofs left, and then we'll do our cute little wreaths on these guys. Super cute. How fun is that? Okay, I'm going to take our last roof off of the backer sheet. We're going to line it up. You can see through here. Going to lift it up just a little bit right there. Take a little bit of our chalk paste. And we're just going to scrape off the excess. I'm going to go ahead and peel that. Cute, cute, cute. Okay. I'm going to just kind of bend that, get it back into shape. Get this to line up. Don't stress. It will be fine. There is no crying in crafting. Unless you get glue on you. Oh my goodness. So today we had our little crafter barbecue, and I picked up my friend and she had a band-aid on her finger. I'm like, what happened? She goes, glue gun. Oh my goodness. A big drop of glue on her hand. Owie. Okay, cute, cute. All right, I'm going to set this to the side. I'm going to move my white because we don't need that. I'm going to put this over here with all the others. Now we just need to add our cute little wreaths on here. So I don't need to dry this right now because I'm just going to do the wreaths on the door, and then I'll dry the wreaths, and then I can do the bows. So I'm going to make sure that I don't have anything wet here that I'm going to set my stuff into. Okay, our wreath, we're going to use it several times, and we may need to wash it in between. So if we do, then I'll grab my Clorox wipes and we'll just wash it. I'm going to fold my little corners under so it's easy to pick this up. And we're going to use this on a bunch of these guys. So we actually have 8 that we need wreaths on. So let's see, we'll see how this does. I'm going to use my multi-tool. I can actually probably take this out so I don't flip it out. Some of you have seen me do that. It's not fun when the stir stick goes flying. Not fun. So I'm going to stir this up with my little multi-tool. Get this all ready. It's feeling like it's a little bit thin, but it's going to be fine. You want it to be the consistency of sour cream or yogurt. This is probably a little bit thinner than that. I think it will be fine. We'll see. If we have to pull out a different color, then we will. Okay. Doesn't need a lot. Okay. And it made a little bit of a mess. It jumped. So it is a little bit runny. What we're going to do is we're going to wipe this right here. Gonna get that off of there, and I'm gonna get that off of the corner there. Luckily it didn't make a mess. It's gonna be fine. Okay, let me stir it some more. Maybe get some of the stuff from the bottom stirred, and then I think we'll be okay. I just got way too much That is my problem. So let me wipe off some of that off of the transfer so that we don't have as much on there. Okay, I'm gonna try it again. And I'm gonna be careful this time. So let's just do this just like a little dab. Okay. My transfer is not sticky anymore. That's the problem, is it's not sticking at all. So this has only been used on a few of these, and it's just not sticking down for me. So I'm gonna hold it. We're gonna make it work. We're just gonna keep going. It's lifting as I'm using it is the problem. But I'm gonna hold it in place. We're gonna make it work. If you ever have a transfer that is not sticky, that does not last the amount of times that Chalk Couture says, you're gonna contact them and they're gonna send you a new one. So they're really good about that. They stand behind their product. They wanna make sure that we are happy, because if it's defective, then you need to get a new one. This one just, it's lifting. It is not sticking on the other side. So I'm just gonna hold it. We're just gonna make it work. And then I'm gonna dry these and we're gonna put our cute little bow on these. Super cute. So this just adds to it. It just gives it a little bling. Okay, that's our last wreath. I'm gonna put this into my water bath. I'm gonna move this out of the way so I don't make a mess with it. We're gonna dry this really quickly. Okay, let me make sure that we're good. That was kind of easier to just hold it. It's a little hot. It's a hot glue gun, or hot heat gun. Oh my goodness. Okay, so they're moving a little bit, but you know what? Not gonna worry about it. What you're gonna do is you're just gonna put it under something to weight it down so it goes back into shape. It's not going to be a big deal. Okay, so let me just put those back over there. Now we need to do our little bow. So this is our little bow, and we're going to use it as many times as we can without having to wash it. It's going to go right up here onto our, oh, you know what? I'm going to have to do gold on these guys because it's not going to show up. How about we do gold on all of them, because red is not going to show up on these two, and gold will just be cute. So let's see how gold looks. We can always change our mind. So taking my little multi-tool, and let's see how it looks. Okay, gold is not showing up either. So let's go ahead and let me just get that off of there. Okay, gold did not show up on there. Can't see it. Red may show up. We'll go ahead and we'll try red. Let me just put this back over the top of that. And we're just going to do red right over the top of it. It may show up on it because it was off of the, okay, yeah, I can see that now. So it's on the little wreath, and it actually does show up right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. It's definitely not gonna, red is not gonna show up on red down here. So we're gonna have to do a different color on that. We'll go ahead and do red on here. Do red on these guys. Just using this little multi-tool. Okay, this is going to be cute to just put a couple of bows like right up in this area. One and another one here. I'll have to dry in between. And this one I didn't get the whole thing, so let's try that again. Let me get it just lined up here if I can, and get the center of that. Okay. We'll dip some more. We don't need very much. 1 and 2, and then I'll dry, and actually it's drying pretty quickly. Okay. I think we can go ahead and do the center. I think it's going to be okay. And one more right here, and then we'll wash this and we'll do a different color down at the bottom, since we can't do, we'll do gold down on these guys because gold will show up on this, or silver. Silver will show up. Let me go ahead and get my Clorox wipe and another multi-tool. Okay, so a Clorox wipe is what you can use to just wash these. And if you don't have a sink nearby, you can wash your transfers this way. All of the transfers this way with a Clorox wipe. It just takes a lot of them to get the chalk paste off. It's always good to have water to put them into to get off the majority of your chalk paste. And then you're going to wipe them with Clorox wipes to restore the sticky. And we're just going to flip this over a couple times and make sure we get all of that chalk paste off. And then I'm going to grab my paper towel and I'm going to dry. Just going to lightly dry each side. And then we're going to use this again. We'll use silver. Silver will be good with this. Okay. Make sure. Okay, it is sticky now. So I'm going to put this onto my fuzzing cloth because all of a sudden it's sticky again. And we don't want it to peel up the chalk paste. So I'm going to put this right here. We're going to use silver. I have another little multi-tool. So we don't need very much. We just need a little bit, a little dab. A little dab will do. Make sure we get this all the way down through our transfer. Cute little bow. And then this one here. I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that we get that really good. All right, perfect. Okay. Now this would be cute to have little bows there. See, now I'm thinking of changing those because I actually like the silver. You can go over it as many times as you want to. You can keep doing layers. I'm just not sure if I can get it lined up. Okay, there. I got it. Okay, I'm gonna do silver. And I don't like it. Darn. Okay, so I can go back to red if I wanted to, or I can just leave it. But there you go. So that's how those are. I could put little bows in here if I wanted to, but I'm just gonna leave that. I think I need to do that back to red. So let's just dab this in here. Let's line this back up we're just gonna go right over the top. Even though that's silver, we're just gonna go right over it. And we're just gonna kind of blend it. Okay, perfect. So now we have our red again. Okay, I'm gonna put this into my water bath. And now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you how to just do a couple of these guys. This is just little string that I happen to have that is cute little red and white striped. You could use a plain solid color. You do not have to use something like this. I just think it's kind of cute. You're gonna tie a knot. All I did was I took my strings, and this length is about it's the width of a piece of paper. I'm gonna tie my knot, just like a little overhand knot there in the end. Okay, so I have my little knotted thing. Okay, then what we're gonna do is you're gonna thread it through the hole. It's gonna go right through the hole. And then you're gonna pull this. And I actually probably want it the other way, but that's fine. So then you just have your little string, your little tag. And on the back you would write, "To Mary from Santa," or whatever you want on it. So that's how those are. You're just gonna do all of them like that. Super easy. You could use any type of little thread, embroidery thread, whatever you can get your hands on is great. And these are just going to be a lot of fun. So there you go. All right, guys, thanks for joining me. If you want to know more about Chalk Couture, since I can't talk, if you want to know more about Chalk Couture, this amazing product that you can make fun things, you can make gifts, you can sell these, just put info below and I will be happy to get back with you on this. I am coming up real soon on my 1-year anniversary with the company, and I'm really excited because I've done so much more than I ever thought I would do with it. In the beginning, I thought that, hey, I'm just going to get into this and I'm going to take a few signs to my shows and look how fun this would be. And hey, if I sign up as a designer, then I get to have a discount. How awesome is that? And it's only $99 in the US. And then we open in Canada and it's $129 in Canada. How amazing is that? So it went on. And now I have a team of great girls and a couple of guys, and it's amazing. So it's so much fun. And look at how easy it is to create these great things. I mean, it really is. And if you don't want to sign up and be a designer, you don't have to do that. You can just simply purchase the product. I'll put my website on there. You can go on, you can look around, see what we have. And we also have a monthly subscription you can sign up for. It's called Club Couture, and you receive a transfer in the mail and 3 chalk paste singles so that you can make a project each month, and it's super fun. Super duper fun. So that's about it, guys. I'm going to get these finished, and if you would like to share this video, then I will be drawing in let's give it till Friday. So I'll take a look at it. Excuse me. And all the people that shared, then their name will go into the drawing, and we will give away one of these sets. So I'll keep one for me for gifts, and then I will give away one set. How fun is that? And see, look how easy these guys are. Oh my goodness, they are so easy to make, so much fun, and the cost is like minimal because this is cardstock, you guys. It's so easy, and so, you know what, it's lightweight. It's something that you can just throw onto a gift, and it just adds to it. It just gives it that little personal touch. So, all right, guys. Well, thanks for joining me. I'm almost done. So I will I'll try to do more tutorials. Sometimes I just get busy with life, and I do my lives on Facebook every morning, but my tutorials, well, I don't always get to them. So I'm sorry. I'll try to do better, and I appreciate you watching. Have a good evening, and I hope that you'll share, and I hope that you'll come back again. We have lots more projects coming up, and we have more releases coming up next month. So we will be releasing 30 more projects, or 30 more transfers next month. So more projects coming. All right, guys, thanks for joining me. Have a good day.